Hi friends, Anna here. It took me a little bit longer to do a video, but I am back and in a different space. I know last time I gave you a tour of my studio and I have since moved. Last week, on a whim, I decided to call the building and find out if there was any other spaces available, and found out that there was a larger space available. I was a little cramped where I was, and just thought, like, it doesn't hurt to check. So I called and checked to see if there was a space available. Sorry, I'm taking off my gloves. There's a space in between the old one and this one. This one became available. It used to be, I believe, a painter used to be here. She moved out and it is a little bit more in rent, but the amount of space, it's negligible when you think about like the square footage, but it's enough that it makes such a huge difference for me. So I won't bore you with the tour. It's not very cute right now, but one of the biggest things is that, remember, I had a wall of windows, and although I still have windows, 15 feet of windows now, this makes a huge difference in the temperature because the room now is longer this way, and that means that it doesn't get as hot. Before, there was only 11 feet between the window and the wall, and less because I had my racks, so it made it extremely warm during the mornings when the sun was hitting directly. And I think I talked a little bit about why I had put my curtains up, because I found that it was damaging product as well as my labels, and it was causing my labels to turn yellow. So I ended up moving a lot of my finished product home, which makes it easier because I'm able to ship from home rather from here. And so yeah, so I'm all moved in. I did it in an evening. I got the keys, and she gave me until, actually I think it was this Tuesday, and I did it all last Thursday. Everything was in disarray. I'll try to, I think I have a picture somewhere. I'll try to put that here for you to see. And I spent like an entire weekend last weekend reorganizing it all and just making sure it made sense. I struggled a little bit trying to figure out where to put everything, because I had everything nicely stacked and accessible. So I had to rethink what I was doing. And so all my racks are on that long wall and all my tables are on this wall. My microwave, another small rack that has my cutters, my soap cutters are over there, and my KitchenAid. So it's just nice. It's really nice to have that extra space and be able to walk in and not feel a little bit overwhelmed by the heat, and also just the lack of space to move. But I'm so blessed that I'm able to take on the additional rent, but now I feel a little more pressure to make sure that I make up that rent with sales. So as I start gearing up for the fall and winter markets, which is insane to me that we are already there, I'm thinking, this summer I did a lot of markets. My last one was a couple weekends ago. It wasn't a great one. I ended up losing product because it got so hot, and it just, I think it solidified why I don't typically do outside summer markets. So lesson learned. If there's ever an inside market, I definitely would do it, but outside with the heat is it just doesn't work well for me. That being said, I did have a great time. I love the group of people that I'm involved with for these outside markets. So I hope in the fall, and even Pittsburgh doesn't really get cold until later in the season, so hopefully we'll be able to do outside markets then. Sugar scrubs do not do well in heat. So I might be having a sale on some of those items because they re-solidified, but they don't look great. So I don't feel good about selling them. So I actually need to do inventory. So today I thought I'd do something a little bit different than last time. I'm going to be making a new bar of soap that I'm very excited about. This is going to actually be a soap that's going to be part of my main line of soaps, of cold process soaps. It's going to be coconut milk, so it's vegan, and essential oils. It's a lavender oil blend that I've created that I'm absolutely in love with. And I was so excited when my essential oils arrived from New Directions. I always say it wrong. New Directions Aromatics. They're in Canada, so I ordered these I think earlier this week, and they arrived today, and I was just like ecstatic. This is the blend, and I wish you could smell it. It's just amazing, and I'm so excited to make this soap today. I have some clays coming, Brazilian clay, so I'm very excited. There's this intense purple clay that will be coming, and I will be using that moving forward, but I couldn't wait to make the soap. So I'm going to do a blend of, this is a red sandalwood powder, and it acts as an exfoliant in the soap, so I'm very excited to use that in there. And then to try and get a purple color, I'm going to add a little bit of indigo. I'm not sure how much, because indigo can be potent, and so we're just going to see how it works, what the color turns into. It might be like a muted lavender color, so we'll see. This is going to be a single tone color soap, no swirl. Like I said, coconut milk, essential oils. It's going to be lovely, and I can't wait to share it with you. friends. So this is my first time using my DSLR for video, so I thought I would do so as I cut my soap. Hopefully the footage is good, otherwise you'll know why I have very little footage. This is a lavender blend, and I'll give the notes later when it's ready, but it is a beautiful blend with beautiful woodsy notes, made with coconut milk and also with red sandalwood powder and indigo. And I was a little like, I didn't know if the color was going to work out. Color theory tells me that red and blue should make a purple, so that was my hope. And initially you saw me as I was mixing the color, it looked like a little bit of a like pea soup and I wasn't really certain what was going to happen there, but as soon as I added the lye water, it just morphed, and I was trying to hold my excitement, but I was very excited that it did work. So the soap is a little soft today. I should probably have waited another day, but I know I won't be back here tomorrow, so I needed to get it cut and get it stamped. So not the best situation. It's a little bit sticky, but it's done. That's all that matters. You may have saw when I was cutting that there is a definite ring here. It didn't go through full gel, and that's fine. It's just a cosmetic thing. It doesn't bother me. So I know some people want their soap to go through full gel. I'm perfectly fine, and honestly, some of the bars are like completely fine. Actually, all the bars are completely fine. Some I think it's just the end bars. So yeah, I think it is just the end bars. Which is fine. Maybe if it sat there a little bit longer, but the soap was completely cool when I took it out, and I waited almost a full 24 hours. It's 3:30 now, and I think I made it at 4 yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. You'll notice that on this side, the color is a little bit pinkish. I'm not certain if you can see it, but yeah, it turned out nice. If you haven't seen, here's the stamp that I use. Not sure how this works. Is this how people do stuff? There you go. You saw me initially start cutting single bars. I love cutting my bars with a single bar cutter because I just enjoy it. It's a very relaxing process for me. But I completely forgot that I had put the lavender buds on there. And as soon as I started cutting, I was just like, oh man. I started getting drag marks from the lavender buds. So basically, you can see it here. You can see it on this one. Nothing wrong with the soap. It's just a drag mark. It just doesn't look as pretty as I wanted it to. And so I decided to continue with my multi-bar cutter because I was able to put the loaf on the one side. I probably, now that I think about it, I could have done it on my other cutter, my single loaf cutter or single bar cutter. Yeah, I think that's it. That's just a little look into my process of soap making. Again, this is a soap that I'm going to add to kind of a main line of soaps. I'm going to create some soaps that are going to be as natural as possible with essential oils and with natural colorants like clays and powders. It doesn't mean I'm not going to be using fragrance oils because I have so many. I'm definitely going to, but I know that a lot of people at markets will ask me for essential oil only soaps, so I finally decided why not just create this line and make it available. So that's what I'm going to do. So I hope you enjoyed it, and that's it for me. Thank you so much, and hopefully this camera worked. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. All right, I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much for watching.